It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, good move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shit. Check.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And right side caught Hogan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Kamara. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And Bell is right into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. Shifts by him. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Check by 47. Watch the out. Watch the out.
From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Easy. Check 6 guys.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. There's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You got 47 for Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, check, Mike, 8. 20. Bang, bang, bang.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's a room to maneuver. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Right here. 8. Under 10.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Newton on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to fix it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A final shot before the break. Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play in the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Keep playing hard.
Brings up 2nd and 9. The Panthers 40.
Let's get it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Breeze now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
54's Mike. Any weapon.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And Lutz puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 21. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Back to throw, Newton. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Ready? 47's the mic. All day, all day.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 22. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
95, 56. Mike, 54. Under. Wrap. Back. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 53.
Again, it's Kamara. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You kill. He's checking. Crash. 5-1.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Flush to his right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Bree's going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A give to Kamara running right. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Newton, and got his man complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Man, that's trash, that's trash. We go 21, 21. The twins. Quick edge. Come. Recon, 132 fighter. 02.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Hey, easy. Mike's 54.
Again, this is Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
We're good. Ready. Kill.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Breeze. He's going to go for it all. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you?
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Mark's 56. Hey, let's get this, get this. Here we go, 47. Go. 56 is the mic. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go, 46. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go, D. 26.
On second and a long way to go. Prescott and an alley to run. Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And some space here.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They come out here in the eye. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
54, Mike. Bravo. 54.
Garoppolo now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Here we go. 180. 2. Hey, alert. Hey, team 6. 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Guwopp12. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Guwopp12. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And now it's second down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This is fielded inside the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On second down, Elliott. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Switch.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott forced out to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
There we go, kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taylor now returning it. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, fellas.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They come out here in the eye. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
21. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Protein spill. 21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Hey, come on.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
21. Hey, Charlie.
Man, I got you.
Hey, one set. Check. Hey, alert. White. Nightmare, son. You go.
Watch safety creeping.
White.
He's creeping.
Hey, hunt.
On third and long, it's Guwopp12. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
Check. 59. Get in the right room.
Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up
Second and goal from the 6 this time. A handoff left, Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the pop.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete.
Garoppolo's pass.
Here comes the ball.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill.
47.
Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Garoppolo. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Kill. We're going to 53. Hey, turn it up.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Garoppolo on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys add on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
54.
Black!
Twist.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.